Our second story out front, New York getting fizzy with it. Today, a state judge put a stop to Mayor Bloomberg's big dreams, his hopes and ambitions to ban your ability to drink large sugary drinks. The ban was scheduled to go into effect tomorrow, and the mayor, who was already counting his chickens, who's been on a public health crusade during his tenure, says he is not going to back down.
Limiting the size of sugary beverages is consistent with the Board of Health's tradition and its mission. We believe that the judge's decision was clearly in error and that we will prevail on appeal.
Will he prevail? Well, he is a formidable enemy. Out front tonight, CNN legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin and Brad Gerstman represents the New York Association of Grocery Stores. I think I know what side you're on, Brad. Let me ask you, though, Jeff Toobin, did this, by the way, this is not, you know, a
37
3-page.
pages.
Yeah, this is meaty.
Meaty and completely wrong.
Completely wrong.
Completely wrong. Look, the judge says it's arbitrary and capricious what the city did. Just because you can't do everything to stop obesity, to stop diabetes, doesn't mean you have to do nothing. This is one step that the mayor took within his jurisdiction, as the board of health took, and it's a reasonable step. It'll make New Yorkers healthier, and I don't see any reason why a judge should get involved at all.
I mean, after all, he has gotten calorie count on when you go to the restaurant, which he's had to fight for 2 years. That's why I say he's a formidable enemy. He's going to fight it. He's banned smoking, which now is being done around the world. So why not? This
is extreme. Look at what this mayor has done. Okay, you just named and illustrated his track record, and now he's going to ban sugary drinks. What about all the other sugary foods that are out there? Talk about a slippery slope argument. It just makes no sense. And then what the judge did, which was absolutely right. It's a long decision, but at the end of the day, he came out with the right conclusion, and thank goodness for common sense in New York, because you can have 2 sodas. Okay, there are other drinks. I could drink 2 beers instead of 2 sodas. Which would you rather? This is so arbitrary. This is the example of arbitrary. This is just absolutely beyond what a mayor should be regulating. First of all, just keep in mind also, this never went to the New York City Council. This wasn't legislated. This was regulated. This is a mayor taking full control of the food and drink industry and dictating what people can drink and what people cannot drink.
Slippery slope arguments are phony, baloney, law school nonsense. Look, just because he banned trans fats in restaurants, but you can use trans fats at home. He banned smoking in restaurants and bars, but you can smoke on the street and at home. So, you know, just because you don't ban something completely doesn't mean that you can't do something to improve public health. And that's precisely what this is.
One way he could win this would be to say, well, just instead of banning it in some places, I'm going to ban it everywhere. I mean, he could make the ban even more inclusive.
Right. He can become more expansive with this as much as he wants, but you know something? This is another case where common sense prevailed, and thank goodness there was a judge in here, and we do have that level of review to be able to right the wrong.
All right, well, he also wants to ban plastic foam containers. He wants to warn people about losing their hearing from headphones. And by the way, on a certain level, we all are for these things, because in the healthcare system, we pay for the people who drink too much soda and blast their ears out with their headphones, right? So you can see the argument, but he just talked to David Letterman about it. That's where he chose to give his interview. So let's play it.
I think that it is incumbent on government to tell people what they're doing to themselves and let people make their own decisions. So our job is to educate people.
Okay, but he's not letting us make our own decision. I mean,
he is.
How?
Nobody's stopping you from buying 2 sodas, from buying 3 sodas, from buying 10 sodas. He's making it somewhat more inconvenient to, and most people don't even pay attention. They buy the big size. And so if the big size is 16 rather than 20, people will buy the 16, and they will get diabetes less as a result, and that's good for them, and that's good for New York City.
With all due respect, the size of soda has no direct relationship to diabetes. It hasn't been proven. The other thing is, the mayor is 100% right in what he said on Letterman. They can educate you, and then you can make your decision. And Erin, you made that point. But the problem with this mayor is no one's allowed to make decisions except him. And he's going to make the decision for what's good and what's bad. And by the way, when he's deciding what's bad, there are some other things that are bad that he's not looking at. And at the end of the day, what government is supposed to do is protect the people, protect your businesses, protect the tax roll of money coming in. These are business-destroying regulations that are hurting our city every single day. We complain about taxes, and at the same time, we burden our city's businesses.
You know, there's a word for someone who runs the city. It's called mayor. and that's what he's doing, and that's his job,
And maybe
to try
it's
to
called
protect
dictator, and that's
Well,
okay.
no, it's consistent with the law. That dictators are not consistent
Well,
with
According
the
to
law.
this
changed the
judge,
law.
it's not consistent
Well,
with the
changed the
law.
law.
we'll see what the appeals court
got an
says, but
extra term.
he lost this round, that's for sure.
All right, thanks to both of you. And still to come, the horse meat scandal.